I think judges are human beings. We are living in a culture of fear.
Hey yo, peace family, grand rising, good morning, great evening, lovely nights. Welcome to The Source FOTG, and today we're talking about the ultimate price of power. We're not talking about money, we're talking about fear. The Supreme Court shut down FANI's request for an appeal with a 4-3 vote, not to even hear it. The single action confirms the disqualification of FANI Willis and her entire office. We are talking about the consequence of indiscipline in the highest office of justice.
I think you have both prosecutors, citizens, and even judges that are afraid right now for good reason, and so it didn't surprise me. There's many members of that Supreme Court I'm very fond of, but they're human beings. They have families, and I'm sure they were afraid to do anything other than that.
Let's start with the hard truth. The legal hammer fell because of a choice: the romantic relationship between Willis and Nathan Wade. Defense attorneys called it an appearance of impropriety. I call it a fundamental breakdown of professional discipline and foresight. Bang, bang. So now keep in mind, this was all Willis's choice. She supplied the opposition with the exact weapon they needed.
Quote, she refused to accept the odor of mendacity found by the trial court and simply expected the Georgia Court of Appeals to gloss over it, unquote.
Politically, it's a hot potato.
The Georgia Court of Appeals used that flaw to remove her and her entire office. The consequence was not a legal mistake, it was an inevitable political outcome. And now she claims refusal to hear the appeal, the 4-3 vote, was due to a culture of fear. Even if she wants to blame it on political pressure, she can't escape the fact that her personal choice is the initial weakness that allowed the political fear to succeed. But the pressure continues. She's now facing political inquiries. The DOJ has subpoenaed her. The Georgia State Senate Committee demands her to show up on November 13th to testify about her travel records. She is now under fire from all directions because she handed the match to her enemies.
The reality is it's going to be hard to find a prosecutor that's not afraid to prosecute that case when one of the primary defendants is threatening anyone that would dare to prosecute them. Not only do they not have the resources to do the case, but there's fear-mongering going on right now.
And so the fallout of her indiscipline now falls on the entire state. The Prosecuting Attorneys Council must find a replacement by the November 14th deadline. And of course, they are struggling with that because who wants to step into a fire that the previous prosecutor herself helped ignite? The new prosecutor, if one is found, holds the destiny of the entire saga. Will they continue? Will they modify? Or will the political price force them to drop the charges entirely? This system is paying the price for the personal failure of one leader. This is the judgment of consequence. You cannot ask others to uphold the law when your own behavior compromises the mission. Willis's choice was the ethical crack that allowed political pressure to seize control. The pressure worked, but only because she gave them the ignition to light the gas. The payment for poor discipline is always consequence. This is the God Loco. Tap in now for the full breakdown and unfolding of the unnecessary judgments. Until next time, family, stay vigilant, stay fresh, and stay blessed. Peace out.
I think judges are human beings. We are living in a culture of fear.
We'll be fine. Our kids will not be.
It ain't your money.